Okay, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Pearl Cantrell and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
And you are a New Orleans East resident?
I'm a New Orleans East resident.
And we are here tonight at the Candlelight Vigil for New Orleans East. It was a beautiful ceremony, wasn't it?
Absolutely wonderful.
And that amazing grace and the praise God verse.
Well, and you know, all the people that come together from New Orleans East. It's just a New Orleans thing. If you're a little down and you're wondering why you return, an event like today lets you know exactly why you return.
Why you know that this is the place that you'd have to be.
This is home.
We did get a really good turnout from the Vietnamese community here.
Oh yes, there's a large Vietnamese community in New Orleans East.
Okay.
And they're very active in the community.
Yeah.
So that you would always have that group to turn out.
Great. So when we were discussing my project before we started filming, I told you that I came down here because I don't think that people outside of this region really understand what's going on today for people who live here. What would you like to say to anybody who might be watching or reading this?
I would just like to say that the people in New Orleans are a strong group of people, always working, coming together as a strong group of people.
Right.
And I don't know, I guess we get a sense that people don't know how hard it is here right now.
Day to day. Katrina is every day, you know.
It's an everyday thing. The pain that everybody feels. We support each other, and that's what keeps us alive. That's what keeps us going.
Connected, yeah.
Right, but there's so much that hasn't been done, and so much that needs to be done.
And it's every day.
Every day.
The storm is every day.
You have a house repaired right here, and there's nothing, 5 houses on either side of that house that's been touched.
Or there's a house right next to it with the cross on it, with the numbers still.
The numbers are still on the houses, on many of them. They're in the backyards of many of them. There's still fallen trees, and in some cases the grass over the summer now is up to the rooftop.
That's what I've heard, and that's a really big problem, especially in the 9th Ward, where they've now cleared a lot of the debris out of the 9th Ward today.
But not in New Orleans East.
Not New Orleans East.
No.
Oh, okay.
In New Orleans East, the city has come through the streets. The streets are clean.
Okay.
But the property owners have not returned.
So it's
and they have not They have not returned for whatever reason. They don't have enough money. They just can't return for whatever reason.
Or they just have a new job and they want
a new life somewhere else, and they're trying to settle their properties. They're selling it to the city or the state, and these properties are just left there in the middle of nowhere almost, like in the jungle.
Yeah.
And in some cases, the weeds and the grass and the debris is just all over. You can hardly see the houses behind them. And yet next door you have someone who is returning and trying to put their lives back together. And it's a hard, long process. You have, unfortunately, there were a lot of bad Katrina stories, and there are a lot of bad contractor stories.
Oh my gosh, so I've heard so many.
It's just...
cash only, I want the money now, never see him again.
Or that's exactly right. I can tell you personally that I was ripped off for 21 grand.
Yep.
And now I'm spending almost that much to go over what that person did. If they had done the work and taken the money, and what they had done was correct, that'd have been fine. But there's so many cases. I'm just a small little...
Just a normal person.
And, you know, I can't do all the work myself. And in some
cases, you can't get it inspected either, right?
I can't get it inspected. I have to have professionals.
Permitted, right?
Right, for permitted purposes. And even the professionals are ripping us off. So, you know, thank God we have volunteers from all over the country who have come and have helped us out tremendously.
Do you know what I saw? I drove through the 9th Ward this morning. I saw the little Habitat for Humanity.
That's right. Oh, they've been wonderful.
It's so adorable too. It's all this sherbet colored houses, and they really look like they are in keeping in spirit with the style of the community that was there before.
That's exactly right.
It was so cute.
Right. The little shotgun houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, you know, I just would like to say to the rest of America, we're struggling.
Okay.
And please don't ever give up on us, don't abandon us, that we need your help. We're working with each other. There's a lot of sweat equity going on.
And you're doing everything you can here.
We're doing everything we can possibly do to pull it back together, and we just ask you to if you can't be here with us, to keep us in your prayers on a daily basis.
In spirit, be here in spirit.
We really need all the help we can get, whether it's prayers
or a donation to something like Common Ground or Habitat for Humanity.
Exactly. Whatever it is that you can do, we appreciate it, and we really need it.
Thank you so much for speaking to me tonight.
You're quite welcome.
And this is such a great little event. I love it.
It's just nice. I see so many of my friends out here with us, and it's just...
Who knew? It's New Orleans East. It's right across the bridge.
There it is.
There you go. If you come down, you might want to check it out.
That's right. Please come and see us, and spend your money in New Orleans, because we can use your tax dollars.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.